All right, welcome back. We're going to talk about some alternative reputation management solutions. And these are a little bit different. I wouldn't call them off the wall, but they work different than the click-through rate solution like we have in here. But these are things that do work. And a lot of times they will work when you really can't, for whatever reason, get a decent result with the click-through rate. Also, it's not a bad idea to basically do these methods together. Okay, so basically with alternative solutions, there's a law that was signed by President Clinton. It's called the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. And a lot of times you have, so for instance, I'll use a good example. If somebody used my course and sold it verbatim, put their name on it, because this is intellectual property, it is my course, I could sue the person or whoever put it up there using the DMCA. So anyway, that's an example. But a lot of times you can let Google know that there's a DMCA request, and you can ask them to remove those sites if they're slanderous, if there are if it's on an adult website anywhere with like that has spam, malware, virusware. You can request Google to take it down. Legally, they don't have to, but it's easier to take it down than go through the whole legal battle, because they know the numbers are somebody's going to eventually have a viable argument, and they're not going to be, Google's not going to be able to defend themselves on that. And, with deep pockets, people will try and sue anybody. We're in a very litigious society. Another great way, and it's very easy to get results off the first page using this, you send an email and a certified letter to the webmaster that's posted the negative review. You'll send a letter from your site, so it's not going to be joesmith@gmail.com. You're going to want to have a legal a real website name. Okay, so you'll have to buy something from GoDaddy to have your domain. But you'll send the cease and desist order from that email address. So, for instance, like Grayson's is legal@graysonbryan.com. It looks official. It'll demand more attention, but it works very well. Web designers are web designers. They're not legal experts. So when things like that pop up, they will pull it down 9 times out of 10. Basically, like, We'll contact the web administrator, whoever handles the functions of the website, and firmly demand that post or URL be removed. I'm not giving official legal advice, okay? So you want to document everything, have screenshots, do your research, local laws, things like that. Make sure that you're doing things right, okay? When you do send that formal cease and desist message, let them know that it's affecting your client's professional and personal brand. That the argument, it is libel, it is slander, and you just tell them, I'd rather this not escalate into a civil claim. All right, and that's how the best way to put that. Okay. Now, it's going to take some time, so understand that it's not going to happen overnight. No reputation management is going to happen overnight, okay? Be patient. Tell your client to be patient. But for the website, it's not worth it for them to fight, okay? So 9 times out of 10, you'll be able to get it down. Once the post is removed, it's not going to be visible to Google anymore, because when Google crawls that website again, there's no valid link. All right, so then it restores your client's clean reputation. It's kind of a crude and direct method, but it works very, very well. Doesn't always work, but it does work very well. So we've given you a lot of tools to work the reputation management and do the things that you need that's totally different than what everybody else teaches. So anyway, we'll see you in the next video.